out there at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Seattle.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He takes off. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. Once again, it's Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's a designed run. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Robbie Oots. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really play.
And nice work after the catch to stop a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw on the run is complete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. In motion is Barner. Throwing, Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Push brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Love to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
We'll start at the 4. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. That one good for a dozen. A very quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Darnold to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10.
Yeah.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Complete to Christian Watson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches on the Seahawks 46-yard
Second
line.
and inches. Now Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll get about 2. Icky Manwari is there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Leonard Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throwing is Love. Forced out wide. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodies his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the second time. He'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That one on target to Watson. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers will open up a 6-point lead.
Packers 20, Seahawks 14.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch. But give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun run now with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Darnold to throw again. Open, left side is Barnum. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 2. That's caught out wide on the RPO. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 20, here's second down and 3. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will go up by a point here in the second quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. On the ground, it's Jacobs who starts the drive. And they'll bring him down on the 27-yard line. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
You know, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Walker. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To throw on first down is Darnold. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. The ball comes out. And no turnover here, but the guard's able to get the football, get on it to keep possession. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
From the gun, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock.
1st down, Seattle.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Darnold to the air once more. 4th out left.
That's a gain of 5.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A big-time run by Jacobs. 33 yards.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up second and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A second down throw for Love. A quick slant. Looked in by Watson. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal. Now Love. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Maden, Reed, touchdown, Green Bay.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read, touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Seahawks 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready for it there. First possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach taking.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Varner. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 15. First down, Seattle.
First down. A gain of 15.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage.
Packers 27.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Packers.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Julian Love brings him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting him to the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Reek Woolen brings him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Darnold to throw on first down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, here's Darnold. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's another quick first down. And that's a 25-yard gain.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in.
Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Seahawks 31.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll go play action with Darnold. That one out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter. But tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long one.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 12 then. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Number 6. Number 5.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's one entire game against speed. The size of the rugby ball. But if you find yourself in a room where the
that
ball
one
is
had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So back and forth they go as we are through 3.
If you can
You're
find what
watching
moves
the
that you have
NFL
on
on
the
EA
ball,
Sports.
then rock some of the edges to slow the thing down. Just to, and if that doesn't work, try climbing up to find a space above the moving walls to escape the crush. Where would you close the huge book on your head? You might think it would be heavy enough to crack your skull, but the truth is, the heavy to the bone. It can be 7 kilograms of pressure.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end motioning left here. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing, Donald. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40. It's 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Packers.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That complete to Jacobs. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so it goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. That is brought in. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
They'll run the toss with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Love. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are hacking away at this. A big touchdown gets them.
Make this one interesting.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. He'll get this out wide. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Christian Watson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Love to throw. That one caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw is Love. That is pulled in by Musgrave. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
That's good.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st down, it's Love. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the tight end, Musgrave. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Maden, touchdown, Green Bay. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
What?
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. From up and down, just shy of the 40. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Stick and jig the left side. He's got it. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd down. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. Remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
In motion is Barner. Throwing on third down is Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he will have the Seahawks first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Darnold to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's a big up of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Now, second and 4. To throw again is Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Darnold to the air once more. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Throwing, Darnold. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Darnold again. He takes off, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time. But what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 51, Packers 48.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. It is 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to force overtime. This one is good. And the Packers draw even as they tie the game.
Answering 7 questions, but I can't hear them.
This is my Vegas.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Shaheed now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action with Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Seattle.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Walker. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
If you got to get help at 38. Is that
They'll run here with Walker. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. And the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line. The center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back. Like, there's a fine line between hitting that full speed, but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Now he's just going to flip this forward. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's now 3rd down and
3rd and long. Darnold. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
What?
And now, hang on, amidst the celebration, replay will get involved to make sure that this is a touchdown. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kick is good. So, an ideal start to this overtime. And now, it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. Now a first throw here in overtime. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be second down.
So you take the field as a defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and falls incomplete.
That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception, and gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
He'll take a shot for Watson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. They get 15 on that game. First down, Packers.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
When you come
To
back,
throw is Love.
if
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On fourth down, Love. He's got it at about the 8. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Love to throw. And they have done it. Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
I did call you. I told you multiple times.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for 1 to extend the game.
Okay.
And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle by Quay Walker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. And they're 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Now Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Left side, caught by Musgrave. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And that last throw will be the one that does it. He has now set the NFL record. Most passing yards in a single game. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, it's Love. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Now Love. He's got a man. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Had they been in a different part of the field, Mike, we're talking about that outcome very differently. He's very fortunate to be outside the numbers where that ball took a friendly bounce and he's saved by it going out of bounds. Now it brings up fourth down. They ultimately decide to keep the offense on the field. We're going to look back on that ball harmlessly going out of bounds as a big moment in this game.
20-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the Packers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.